In the Sefer Keren Shlomo, in Od Gimel, on page Tetvav, he brings something very important. I just want to make it really quick. I want to just show you. Somebody showed me, guys, I do not want to get into the whole conversation right now with having a phone which is not filtered, but we came out with a whole shiur about having phones which are not filtered. And it's a humongous problem. We spoke about it. Rabotai, somebody told me that his phone is completely filtered. Okay, I said, okay, fine. I said, what means filtered by him? He said, you're not going to come to see any preachers, any modest pictures. So he has Instagram on his phone. He says there's some kind of software that, I don't know. He pays $150 a month, a year for it, whatever it is. TikTok he's able to have. He's able to have basically everything. And, because I told him, let me see your phone, because he said it's completely, so I said, let me see it. So he's like, what are you going to type in? I said, what do you care? Give me the phone. So I was going to type in NBA. He said, oh, that's going to come out. Anything I want is going to come out except in modest pictures. Rabotai, I just want to show you something. One second. I just want to show you something. It's a very big problem. You have to understand, when you're filtering the phone, it's not only because of the immodesty, which is the main reason. But there's another problem with these phones. With TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all the shtuyot, is the wasting time. So yeah, you filtered your phone from the garbage, correct? Honestly, it's not easy. You did it. But how much time now do you waste on the phone by watching it, by reading the news, etc.? So I want to show you here, guys. He says over here, Chomer avon bittul Torah. Right? The severity of wasting time by not learning Torah. And now a lot of us have this very good excuse. We don't have time to learn Torah. Right? You don't have time. But if I go on your screen time on your phone, it'll say easy over there, 8 hours, 10 hours. How much you got over there? 0 minutes? Very good, very good. Yeah, we've been using it, very good.
Fully filtered, the right way.
The right way, here, fine. Rabotai, he says over here like this, guys. Amnam, however, af achrei malat kivut itim miyuchedet daika leTorah. Nosaf al zeh, Rabotai, after we spoke before, Rabotai, about the importance of making time to learn Torah, right? We said that there's an obligation to learn Torah in the morning. There's an obligation to learn Torah at night. Especially now, guys, in the summer, pay attention. Pay close attention. People don't want to learn Torah at night. They don't want to. Why? Because they're all day. What they want to wait for, not all day, meaning what they want to do at night, is to do barbecue. Shashlik, right? They want to do shashlik. Why? Because they're preparing themselves. I have to say it nicely. Forget him. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Put it. It's fine. It's fine. Why? It's fine. Don't worry. Why? Anybody. He says over here, guys. Right? So what are they doing? All day barbecue. Summer is the days to go ahead and barbecue. So we have to be careful not to waste time from Torah, Rabotai. On the contrary, now when you are actually off, especially in the summer, you're taking off, you're more home with the wife, with the kids, you must make time for Torah, Rabotai. I tell you something, there's a certain sefer, I forgot the name of the book. It says, the lighter, the easier the mitzvah to do it, and you don't do it, the greater the punishment. The lighter, the easier to do an avera, the greater the punishment. The harder to do mitzvah and you don't do it, the lesser the punishment. Just opposite. So he's trying to say, if a person is working all day and he can't focus himself to go ahead and learn Torah, and he learns Torah, whatever time he has, he's doing his best. He won't be punished as much versus a guy that right now is all from work, like Memorial Day, correct? Which just passed, and a lot of people took off. Instead of dedicating that day to Hashem, they dedicated that day to the Sitra Akhra. Beaches, Loleinu, barbecues all day. You could do it. Family Day. That's exactly what's going to be over there. Family Day, kids. You explain to your kids you have an obligation to Hashem. Also, you learn to 2, 3 o'clock easy from the morning. You wake up early in the morning 4:30. You daven at 5:24. You finish by 5:57 till 10, 11, till 2 o'clock. You have easy 8 hours, and then you go with your family wherever you want. But what do? We sleep till 8:30, 9 o'clock. We come in, we walk at 11 o'clock. We go get the ugel, etc. We waste our time. In any event, you understand what I'm trying to get at. Anyway, I just want to show you here, Rabotai. He says, no addition to this, צריך אדם להשתמש בכל רגע פנוי שיש לו לכתוב בו איזה דברי תורה, מוסר וחוכמה. When a person has any free time available, Rabotai, it's not about just filtering the phone or, I learned an hour in the morning, I learned an hour. No. Every spare moment that you have, that you're not with your wife, not with your family, you need to go ahead and try to grab Torah, Musar and Chachma. But do not waste your time, Rabotai. Do not waste your time. Why? It's a positive command from the Torah which says, you should speak in them when you have time. Bam in them, meaning in the Torah you have to speak. But not in idle chatter, not in idle things, Rabotai. And we have to be very careful. The Rav Chaim, I think the Rav Chaim Igal says, a person has to learn a lot from the thief. You know what a thief does? A thief, when he robs, he does it when nobody's seeing him, correct? He does it quietly. He doesn't waste time. He takes everything that's expensive. Rabotai, and he also steals. We have to learn from them. When you learn Torah, you don't have to show in front of the whole world that you learn Torah. You have to try to be like a thief, steal time from wherever you can to always try to add by learning Torah, Rabotai. Why? Because you're only doing it for your own benefit. You're not doing it good for nobody else. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, a person can do mitzvot, a person can daven, he can do chesed. But the Chazal tell us, if you do not have Torah, you're not going to have you're going to have Olam Haba, but you're not going to be resurrected from the dead. One day I'm going to make a whole show on this. There's a whole thing that how wives or kids, Chas v'shalom, that keep their fathers or their husbands from learning Torah, that the punishment that comes to them. They have to be very careful. If a husband is learning Torah, if your son is learning Torah, and the Shulchan Aruch says, and there's nobody else that could do the job, he has to get up, he has to help. But if he has a set time, you can't bother him at that time. If your son can do it, your mother-in-law can do it, your father-in-law can do it, somebody can do it, you can't waste your husband's time, Rabotai. And I said to somebody said, why is Torah so important? Why is Torah so important? And I put it like this. If you take any heart surgeon, correct? Tell me in the middle of the surgery, he's going to pick up his phone? Honestly. In the middle of the surgery, he's going to go to the bathroom, come back. He's going to take his time 2 minutes. He's going to look at the newspaper. He's going to look at the bulletin. He's going to do that? No. He's going to go in, come back out, watch chick-chack, everything. Why? Because every single second with this guy on the table matters. 1 second too late, 1 second, that guy's going to go. Same thing with us, Rabotai. We taking Chas v'shalom lo leinu. I do not want to say, but people think they're going to live forever. We take lives for granted until Chas v'shalom something bad happens and then people wake up. Don't come to that situation, but rather wake up now and start serving Hashem 100%. Baruch Adonai Olam.